Hey guys, it's Zach here. And today I want to talk about a very prevalent issue that has a lot of confusion and a ton of misinformation. And that is telling the difference between real fur tails and fake fur tails. I've seen this happen a lot where people will say they have a fake fur tail, but it's actually not only a real fur tail, but also highly unethical and they didn't even know it. Most tails that are realistic that you see on Amazon are real tails, even if they say they're fake fur. Amazon sellers are highly known to lie. A good example would be this Amazon listing right here. It says up in the corner that it's faux fur, but I can tell just from looking at this tail it is 100% real. But despite this, there are in fact ethical fake fur tails on Amazon. You just gotta know how to tell the difference. So right over here I've got 3 different tails. One of which is fake, 2 of which are real. Let's start with the fake one. Fake fur tails are often rainbow-like colors and are very, very squishy. If your tail feels like it's filled with stuffing or a pillow when you squish it, it's fake. Fake fur tails also are far more likely to have a loop for a belt rather than a keychain. Also, fake fur usually is all one consistent length, whereas like this real fur tail, it starts off pretty short fur at the top, but slowly gets longer tufts of fur as it goes on. Fake fur tails, when transitioning into a different color, usually does it in segments that are very distinct and blocky. Because each time they change colors, they just sew on a different type of fabric. Whereas real fur tails will almost have a marbled-like effect when they change color. Also, another good way to tell if your tail is real or not is to pluck off a tiny bundle of fur. If it's a real tail, it'll often have its coloring of the tail on the top. As you go down, it'll start to lose its color and be more white in appearance. While fake fur tails are almost always the same color all the way through. While some specialty fake furs can still have one color on the top and white on the bottom, it's pretty rare. And even then, instead of being a gradient, it'll be pretty jarring because they just spray some color on the top. Real fur Amazon tails also have these gold clips. If your tail has a gold clip like this, where it clamps onto the tail and then turns into a keychain, it's probably real. And most tails with these types of clips are also unethical. These ones are, but I got them secondhand, so none of my money went to a fur farm. The final way to tell is to feel the core of your tail. If it doesn't have any plush filling and the core feels leathery or flat, that's a real tail. While fake tails usually have a plush filling even when skinny or a wire going through.